I'm Reverend Emmanuel Olorumagba, the National Director Media and Publicity Rescue Movement for New Nigeria, aka Rescue the Vulnerable Initiative, a duly registered movement with the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria, CAC. And I'm also the National Financial Secretary of Rescue of National Rescue Movement NRM, one of the registered and existing valid political parties in Nigeria. I come your way again as a follow up to the last broadcast where we declare the kickoff of Operation Take Back Your Country. Operation Take Back Your Country is a movement to sensitize Nigerians to go all out and fight legally, constitutionally, to rescue our dear country. Our country is in total shambles. Our country is in total dread. Our country has been engulfed in insecurity, economic challenge. The economy is nosediving. Everything is crashing. Naira is crashing. The economy is crashing. Everything is going down in Nigeria. As it is today, we do no longer have a country we can be proud of. We no longer have a country that we can live as a great country for our country. The once giant of Africa has become dwarf of Africa. And other countries are overtaking Nigeria. This is not the country we pray for. And this is not the country we yearn to have. Therefore, we must take back our country. We are not going to take back our country with a barrel of gun. Of course, we don't even have access to the barrel of gun. But we are going to take back our country with a legal ballot. And some people might be wondering, oh, how is it possible? Because we assume that election don't count in Nigeria and election will never count in Nigeria. But election don't count because you and I did not make it to count. We can still make election to count. And how? If we are fully determined, we can make election to count. And that is why only one area I want to address today. And what is the area? How we can make election count in this operation, Take Back Your Country. And how can we make election count? Number one, let us come together to determine, determine as a great people to go all out to say we must rescue our country. Number one is determination. Then number two, after the determination, is to root for younger, more vibrant and agile leaders, agile people that have what it takes to take this country out of the present shambles the country is. And then when we do that, let us go all out to get registered. Because if you are not even registered to vote, you cannot vote. To get registered. And when we register, let us not turn the election day to a day of playing ball. Let's not turn election day to a day of sitting at home analyzing. Let's not turn election day to a day of sitting at home watching through the television. When we sit down at home watching through the television, of course, the hooligans, the hoodlums, we gather together and post the wrong people on us through different kind of means. Yes, let's not turn, like I said, let's not turn election day to a day in which we play football, a day we sit down analyzing, a day we sit at home watching through television, a day we sit at home expecting the election to be rigged. And of course they will rig the election. Of course they will rig the election. You cannot keep meat carelessly around dog and expect the dog not to go away with the meat. You cannot keep yam carelessly where goats are and expect goats not to go with not to eat the yam. You are the one that will put measures in place. And what are the measures? Like I said, let's go all out to vote. Number two, After we cast our vote, don't leave the polling unit until the votes are counted. And when the votes are counted, ensure you follow the process of counting. And when you follow the process of counting of the vote, ensure you also record with your smartphone. That's why we have smartphone. Record with your smartphone. And when INEC start transmitting, in fact, we can have some people to even follow the result from the polling unit to the ward level. And the ward level, they will do the collation of all the votes from the polling unit. Then from ward level to local government level. From local government level to state level. And then from state level, the final collation at the federal level. And let me say this, once they cannot rig the election from polling unit to what? To local government to state, it will be very difficult to rig at national level. Most of you used to assume that the rigging was done at national. It wasn't done at national. It was only perfected at the national. Oh, you say when men are sleeping, that is when they rig the election. That is not when they rig the election. The election already been rigged. They only want to announce the result of the rigging. And then when they realize that it is difficult for them to announce, then they wait until men sleep. And then when men sleep, then they now start bringing in all of those results that had been previously rigged. Therefore, if we go all out, vote for credible candidates, and wait until the votes are counted, and follow up the vote from polling unit to ward, and follow up the vote, the election result from ward level to local government, and follow up from local government to state level before the results are taken from each state to national. It will be difficult for them to read. And let me also quickly add this, that even at each level, the polling unit level, you get your authentic result transmit from the ward level, and from the state level, the same thing. And let me quickly say this. One of the ways they rig election is through propaganda. And what do I mean by propaganda? On the day of election, you will see they get their boys to start sending wrong result out. APC is sending wrong result out. PDP is sending wrong result out. And other parties also sending wrong result out. Some of you assume that they're using it to catch cruise. They are not using that to catch cruise. Those are the rigging system. They are doing that to get people confused. People will now start saying on social media, oh, we are having 3 different conflicting results. They are doing that to get you confused, to give them the opportunity to send in their rigged result. But if we can get sensitized, where Nigerians make up their mind that we will not send out any wrong result. The result we are going to send out are going to be authentic results as counted and announced at every polling unit. You make up your mind and make up your mind that on no account will I cook any result and send out. On no account will you cook any result and send out. Rather than cooking result and send out, anybody who does not have a result announced, counted and announced at each polling unit should not send any result. If we only send authentic result as counted and announced at every polling unit, it will be difficult for them. Because they will not see that, oh, this result we want to rig is already on the social media. And when we get to ward level 2, we do the same. And by the time we realize that every result collated from different polling units put together from each of the polling units that make up one ward, and they come together and they put them together, add them together, and we realize that, oh, that is the result that have been going out. We're already sending a signal to them that we are ready to take back our country. And we now realize that the result from the different wards being collated at the local government level is still a sum of the result from the different wards, and not a propaganda, and not the kind of propaganda we are setting up. we'll be sending signal to them that we are ready to take back our country. Let me re-emphasize again. Number one, if we want to take back our country, we must go out and register as a valid voters, as valid voters. Number two, we must go out to exercise our franchise right by voting. And then number three, we must follow up the result of the election. Ensure it is counted, announce our polling unit, follow up to ward collation, follow up to local government collation, follow up to state collation, and then watch out for the announcement at the National Collation Center. And then also ensure we don't fall a victim of sending wrong result. In fact, if I will say, I would advise anyone who want to send result, send the snapped result sheet. The result sheet that has been after counting at the polling unit, and the result, and we get the result from polling unit, snap it, send it on your social media. If we can do that, we'll have cut down their wings of rigging the election. And then I can assure you that it will be difficult for them to rig. We give them the opportunity to rig, and that is why they rig. We give them the loophole to rig, and that is why they rig. We give them the chance, we create chance for them to rig, and that is why they rig. And they create opportunity for themselves to rig, and they will fall victim of those opportunities by spreading propaganda. By the time we start saying wrong results circulating, some people will also fall a victim and also start saying the wrong result out. But you don't know that some people are deliberately cooking those wrong results. Why? Because they want to rig, and that is the only way they can rig election. Therefore, fellow Nigerians, let us go all out to take back our country. And we can take back our country. Join this movement, Operation Take Back Your Country. Operation Take Back Your Country is a movement headed and being led from Rescue Movement for New Nigeria. And we encourage you to join us in Rescue Movement for New Nigeria to be part of this Operation Take Back Your Country. And our website is rescue.org.ng. Rescue.org.ng. Go to our website, you will see the information on how you can register to be part of us, and let us come together to take over our country. It is possible. We can do it. You can do it. I can do it. We can do it. Let's come together to take care of our country. Once again, I am yours sincerely, Reverend Emmanuel Olorunmagba, the National Director of Media and Publicity for Rescue Movement for New Nigeria, popularly known as Rescue the Movement, Rescue the Vulnerable Initiative, a registered movement in Nigeria with the Corporate Affairs Commission. And I'm also the National Financial Secretary of National Rescue Movement, NRM, one of the 18 registered political parties in Nigeria. Thank you once again. I will still be coming your way, and you will not be tired of my face.